Hello, Murphy Daily here on Written by Murphy, coming here with a moment of wonder. And if you are watching, please let me know. Put a 1 in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, put a 2 in the comments. I want to know that you're here, and I'd like to let you know I would like to find out what you think of what I'm talking about. So today was an exciting day in my life because it is my husband's birthday, and we celebrated his birthday. It is also my daughter's last day of school. And although she's not graduating from 4th grade, we had the school had a kind of a ceremony in which the 6th graders were honored a little bit. They had a balloon arches, and the children lined up and sang to one another as they walked through. They sang, "We'll be marching down the walkway," which are slightly modified versions of other songs that are extremely common that everyone knows. And it was cute. And I thought it was appropriate that they were celebrating one another, but not going overboard with cap and gowns or whatever. Like this day, 5 years ago, she celebrated her graduation from preschool, and that had a cap and gown, which was cute and possibly excessive. But the last day of school and 6th grade graduation was celebrated by walking through balloon arches, which was sweet. And then for my husband Chris's birthday, we went out to dinner. Prior to that, I had given him a gift that he had asked for, a new barbecue, something that he'd wanted, so I got it for him. I got up early this morning and put it together and cut my hand, so I have a cut, which was exacerbated by the lemon in my iced tea at dinner. But it was a very nice, modest celebration, the kind he prefers. And so I was thinking about how we mark such things in our lives. And today I just started reading a book that's kind of tough, called Educated by Tara Westover. I thought it would be different than what it was. And it may prove to be later, because I'm only maybe 20% in. And it starts with her life as a young child in a almost off the grid life, a life of great religious excitement, fervor, where her father and her mother didn't engage with the government. They tried to stay out of the government's way. And this is familiar to me. If you want to read more about my upbringing, which is frighteningly similar, honestly, you can get my book, The Russian American School of Tomorrow. And one of the things that she mentions, Tara Westover mentions in Educated, is how as a child, she did not have a birth certificate, and her family did not know for certain when her birthday was. They knew it was towards the end of September. And her other brother, they didn't even know whether it was May or June. And so in their family, they didn't mark celebrations in the same way. And I thought about that a little bit as we were celebrating my husband's birthday. And I thought about it as my daughter was celebrating with her classmates in her, I consider it a fancy public school, elementary school. Oh my gosh, it feels so fancy. As I said to my husband as we were looking at this end of the school year celebration, this is like everyone in this school is creating Christmas every day for these kids, because they all work so hard to make a careful presentation of delightfulness for all these children. How wonderful that everyone's on board. We're all going to get together and we're all going to have our ceremonies. And they also had, for a fundraiser, sold patches of sidewalk, sold the right to draw a chalk message greeting to your graduating sixth grader on the chalk on the sidewalk in front of the school. And like, everyone's getting together to make this delightful. I didn't even know who these kids were, but I saw these cute messages and pictures, and that's wonderful. And in Tara Westover's world, she had a very small world, and she was not celebrated. She didn't go to school, was homeschooled very lightly, and celebrated differently. It's kind of sad. There's also a lot of pressure in an environment where everyone's working together to make Christmas every day and for their darling little children. I certainly spend a lot of time helping my daughter have the good childhood experience, but there's more than one way to parent and to educate your children. So that's what I'm thinking about today. And I wish to congratulate all the people who have graduated. And thinking about that today, maybe you could share stories if you want to join the conversation. Tell me stories about how you prefer to celebrate your birthday, or maybe a way that you were celebrated that you hated. That would be great. I remember being raised when I went to school in Christian schools. We had a particular Christian happy birthday song, and I hated that song. It sounded so stupid to me. I thought, oh, why do we have to sing a Christian happy birthday song? Can't we just sing happy birthday like normal people? So that was one thing I kind of hated. Anyway, let me know what you think. Give me a comment. Tell me your stories. I'd like to continue the conversation.